Good morning. Welcome back to the morning show. It's Wise Guy Wednesday, and with us today, as always, on Wise Guy Wednesday, Matt Sellen, physics instructor at the University of Illinois. He is going to answer a why question that weathermen get asked a lot. Why do clouds form? Well, that turns out there's a lot of physics involved there.
There is a lot of physics involved there. So there's a bunch of principles we need to kind of bring out before we can talk about this. The first one is that warm air rises.
Okay.
And so everybody probably has experience with that. If you have baseboard heaters in the bottom of your, by the side of your wall, you can sort of feel that warm air going up, and that's why you have ceiling fans to kind of push it back down again.
Right.
Now, what people might not know is that as air rises, it expands and it cools off, because as you go to a higher altitude, the pressure is lower. And if you've ever driven from central Illinois to Colorado with a bag of chips in your car, you know this. Have you done this?
No, I haven't, but I've seen it.
It's great, actually. You have this smushy bag of chips, which is just kind of, if you haven't opened it, it's certainly not full of air, it doesn't seem.
Right.
And as you drive to a higher altitude, you get this thing out from under the seat where you lost it, and it's like a balloon. It's stiff, and it wants to explode.
And theoretically, if you took it high enough, the bag would break.
That's right. And the reason for that is that as you get higher up, the air pressure there is lower, and things like to then expand. So the bag likes to expand, but of course it just sort of fills up. So what happens when a cloud forms is that warm air rises, that air expands. Now, as air expands, it cools off. And you can test this for yourself. If you have a can of hairspray or something in your bathroom, if you just spray a little bit on your finger, it's going to feel very cold, because as the stuff comes out of the nozzle, that air expands. It's under pressure in the can, it comes out and expands, and it gets cold, and it cools your finger. So that's all the ingredients we need to know, except for one. One more. Condensation, right. And it turns out that water vapor is suspended in the air, or air has water dissolved in it, we can say, and warm air can have more water absorbed or dissolved in it than cold air can. So if you suddenly cool some air, that water has no place to go, and it likes to come out of the air and make a cloud. The problem is it doesn't know where to go. It doesn't have anything to form on, and so we need to have little dust particles in the atmosphere for the water droplets to form on. So we can demonstrate this fact with a soda bottle, and people can try this at home. So all this is just an empty soda bottle with some water in the bottom, and the only reason the water's in the bottom is so that we have some water vapor dissolved in the air inside the bottle.
Right.
So I can increase the pressure just by squeezing this thing, and then as I release it, that will be the same as the air rising up and expanding. So as I release it, it expands, the air inside cools off, but we don't see anything happen.
Right.
Even though the temperature went down, the pressure went down, and there was water vapor in here, it had nothing to form on, and so we didn't get a cloud forming. So what we need to do is to put a little bit of dust in there. Now, I don't have dust, but I have a match. So what I can do, if you'll help me.
Okay.
So I'm just going to light a match. Okay. I'm going to put that out. Just going to drop it in there. That's going to give us a little bit of smoke in there, and that's going to act like
the water vapor has something to stick to.
Right.
When it expands.
So there's smoke particles in there now. Let's repeat this experiment. I'm going to squeeze this thing, and as I release it,
we made clouds.
Well, actually, it didn't work that good. Let's try it one more time.
Kind of clouds.
Okay.
Actually, we're kind of running out of time, but you can do this at home. We'll have instructions for it on our website.
Yeah.
Or if you have questions for Matt's, you can link to his website from ours. Just go to the morning show at wcia.com.
Absolutely.
I never do like clouds.
And we'll do more weather in weeks coming up, won't we?
Hopefully lightning will be good, too.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more of the morning show after this.